Oh my god. Okay. Okay, a long day at work, so just trying to do some relaxing gaming, basically. So we see how that goes. I have this is a game that I have not played before. I don't know too much about it. So I just thought something easy, something very smooth, easy to digest, nothing crazy today. As I said, long day at work, so let's see. Okay, there's so many ultra plus, ultra hardcore, very hard. Because I haven't played this before, let's start with hard, I guess. Maybe it's too much. We'll see. Channel open. So we are hailing the Byzantium. Friendly. Finally got command of your own ship, Kirimdor. I guess it's really more of a shuttle, but I myself started on a station tug. At least yours is technically a starship. Kite Station isn't the most glamorous posting in Starcom, but like I said, we all started somewhere. What's my first mission? I think my assignment roster calls it delivery, but sure, we can call it a mission if you like. Your mission is to deliver the cargo in your hold to Kite Station. I believe you got a replacement water purification system, several tons of mixed mineral resources, and a few dozen crates from an archaeology dig on Marduk Beta 2. Super interesting stuff. When you get there, see the Commodore for additional missions. We get the cargo there right away. Those archaeological artifacts are almost 2 million years old already. Go. I have no clue about how to move. Kite Station marked on your HUD, sir. It's a flashing icon on the lower left of your screen. Just fly us towards it. So they use WASD or arrows. We're not going to use the fucking arrows, are we? Oh god, the ship is so small. So it's also rectangular, so it's really hard to see which one is the front. But I assume from the little dust coming out of the back that we're going forward. So we want to go to this area here. Looks like a small asteroid field ahead. We can easily steer around them, but this might be a good time for some target practice. Left mouse to fire. You can fire in any direction. Okay. So if I see this correctly, we are 1,000 meters or kilometers, whatever the distance is, 1,000 of something away. Right, so energy is used for the weapons, so it used all of the energy. Getting some strange readings from sensors, could be a solar flare. Okay. So I don't mean to sound long, but about 50 warning lights just lit up on my console. Also something seems to be pulling us toward the giant glowing rift. Which is not good. I'm not getting away from that at all. Yep. I want to say it has something to do with the archaeological... Shit. was that? What the hell just happened? Basically, that's what I said. Pardon my language, Commander. We've got damage reports. Sorry. Hay fever. Enough computers back online. It doesn't recognize the stellar configuration. Either it's broken or we're a long way from home. Assume we're a long way from home. This is my people. I have 15 people. 15 people. It's probably star map. Mission log. Okay, so we need to go to Kite Station. Our scanners picked up Kite Station, but that doesn't make sense. Very far away. Intruder, you are in cheating-controlled space. Identify yourself immediately or be destroyed. I'm going to say I'm Kirimdor, human representative of Starcom. We are an organization of peaceful exploration. Sounds like... oh my god, I can't think today. Star Trek? Federation. That's it. One of our research outposts was just destroyed, and here you are, an unidentified ship in our territory. Explain this. We were put into a rift in space. A rift in space pulled your ship to the exact point in space occupied by our research outpost, thereby destroying it? That is incredible. Do you believe us? Our universal translator system may have having some issues with your language. Does incredible not mean not incredible? Not credible. Not exactly, it means amazing or fantastic. I think it's saying that your language is as deceptive as its speakers. We believe you are agents of the Saurid. Disable your weapon systems and await our incredibly peaceful response. Okay. They're shooting at us. Could we disable weapon systems? I don't know how to disable weapon systems. We're just going to keep flying in the direction of the Starcom. That is a station. And it looks like ours. Oh, I cannot dock. Okay, they're going to help us. Awesome. Must be Kirimdor. When we detected a Starcom vessel, I was hoping it was Captain Lee. No offense, but the Byzantium is a warship. We had no ship's dock at the station when, well, whatever that was happened. It looks like you're the only starship we've got. We're a small ship, but we're ready. That's the attitude I want to see. I hope for all our sake you're right. Whatever the rift was, we're in bad shape. What the hell was it? I have no idea. A lot of our databanks were completely fried by the event. But I'm pretty sure we never had any record of a rift in space that pulls ships into another galaxy. So here's our situation. Based on our initial encounters with a race called the Shitik, we are in unfriendly territory. We're low on resources, we've lost a lot of our technical data, and we're stranded in another galaxy. We've got only one starship, yours, and it's terrible. What do you need us to do? Get yourself to a shipyard. You're authorized to use any of the minerals you brought, not used for repairs, to upgrade your ship. Make sure you get a surveyor module installed because your next task is to do a survey of the planets in the system. See if there's anything that we can use or that might pose a threat. Then report back your findings. Can do. Chief Engineer, what can I help you with? Any ship tips on the ship layout? Okay, ship system lose effectiveness if taking damage, so we want to protect them. High energy systems like turrets gain a significant bonus for each open space and they neighbor due to waste heat venting. Okay. Finally, pay attention to the module limit. It's limited by the technologies, but we covered it. Okay, looks like this is all. Oh, there's a shipyard. welcome to the shipyard. We can make some upgrades to your ship. The ship configuration system is pretty self-explanatory. We have lossless material recycler. So feel free to experiment with different builds. You don't want to lose resources. Gotcha. To simplify ship build out, you can start with blueprint. I suggest the light surveyor. Blueprint. The shuttle. Basically, I can just add. Okay. So we have modules, and we can add these. Edge, plasma turret, engine. I mean, I assume they basically just added stuff. So there's 2 plasma turrets now. The surveyor module, which reactor, and 2 engines. They just added those 4 here on the side, but I guess the question is how you arrange them, right? So it said that having nothing next to plasma turret is better, but anyway. Okay, there's 3 planets. Let's check them out. Let's go to the bottom one here first. We have 2 guns now, where we had only 1 before. I wonder if there's any... I wanted to say boost, but it doesn't look like it at the moment. Class R planet unsurveyed. Press R to scan. Surface anomaly detected. Okay, I'm gonna send a little ship down. Shuttle. A small, dense titanium sphere which contains a transmitter emitting short, regular bursts at 1420 megahertz. No other artificial objects detected. How odd. And we get 40 titanium. Awesome. So there was basically a small ball on there for some reason. Oh shit. Oh my god, I'm not hitting anything. Because they're out of range. There he is. This is not as easy as I thought it would be. Oh. Okay, we're getting close to the second planet. This looks habitable. Class A2 planet. Another anomaly. The source of the anomaly sickness is an overgrown, abandoned research lab. The ever levels of lab have been ruined by centuries of exposure to the elements, but an underground facility. The team finds what appears to be an intact AI core. The xenotechnician thinks he can either restart the core or cut out the memory banks and try to extract the data. Try to reboot it. While the universal translator seems to translate what it says, it is apparently corrupted and only repeats eyes locked, stop any key return. The technician is still able to extract a large amount of useful data from the cores. The team is also able to salvage some useful minerals. Research points titanium chirolite. Chirolite? Something like that. Oh. Just 1 planet left. We're getting close to the enemies again, I think. Oh no, they're fighting the station. Okay, Class D planet. No anomalies. Heading back to the station. I reviewed your logs. That abandoned lab is interesting for two reasons. One, it suggests there are other civilizations in this region besides the Chitik. Maybe some of them are less hostile. And two, it seems like you found a treasure trove of research data. Which leads me to an update. I've got good news and bad news. Good news is that our own research lab is up and running again. Bad news? A lot of our technical data seems to have been lost when the Rift fried our systems, but the Lieutenant Commander Pillman says that we can recover a lot of it using research data you discover here. So make lots of scientific discoveries to your to-do list. But first head to the research center. How did you get that scar? The tissue on the right side of my face has been worn away by a litany of inane questions. Anything else? Have you checked out that pottery we brought in? Petty interesting, huh? I'm not sure if you're being sarcastic, but actually ceramic archaeology is a hobby of mine, and I asked August to send that pottery. And no, I haven't looked at it yet, because I'm extremely busy. Oh, I have to go to the research thing. I'm Lieutenant Commander Pillman, head of research lab, but you may call me Dr. Pillman. So this guy is a no bullshit guy. So basically, whenever we discover something, we get research points that we can spend here. The Commodore has decided that you, a ship's commander with no science background, should choose the direction of our research because you are in the field, as she put it. Unlike the shipyard, once we've researched technology, those points are locked in. We can't unresearch something. Choose carefully. Personally, I'd suggest researching turbo thrusters if nothing else. It'll let your ship go somewhere in a hurry if you need to, or get away as the case may be. But I only have 2 doctorates, so you may know better. This guy loves us. I mean, what is this? All this improves ship handling, increase your ship's maximum speed. Turbo thrust. I mean, I mentioned turbo earlier, so I think it is the good thing to do. We did get 150 points, so. Oh, it's instantly complete. I thought we might have to wait. Good job. I officially promote you to research grad student. I'm rather busy at the moment. First of all, Williams. Okay. I mean, we can also do this, which increases our maximum speed when in deep space. Not sure if we want. Oh, oh my god, there is so much more. Allows the construction of armor modules. Sounds cool. Allows construction of ships of up to 12 modules. Now that is very helpful, of course. That's helpful too. Increase output of power. Here's the weapon shit. Decreases the spread of our plasma balls. Increases the range of our plasma turrets. Modifies all our plasma turrets to use a railgun acceleration system for faster projectiles, which improves accuracy. Might increase the range because that was limited. But let's see what the mission is in the first place. Along with which scanners have detected a warp nexus in the sector. It definitely wasn't here when we arrived. Not sure whether this is a part of a phenomenon we encountered or a result of your activities. Hopefully it's a way back to Starcom. Still wants to know what's on the other side. What if it leads somewhere with no way back? Then it would be sad. Because we have lost our only ship with engines, but also because you and your crew will be doomed to die alone in the void. These people have no fun, do they? In case it doesn't happen, take a look around before reporting back. Your priorities are find help, gather resources, and learn what you can about this region. Before heading out, make sure to do any tech research or ship upgrades you might need, just in case. I mean, I pretty much want to think that we might want to actually try and do the next ship already. Let's just do that. And 30 points left. We can't really do much other than one thing, which I don't want to do right now. Cool. Let's see if there is another blueprint. Oh, I don't have enough. What's it called? Resources. Saying that we can add more stuff. So let's add a plasma turret. Nice. Cool. So now I have 3 turrets. Looks like we get turbo thrust technology. Great. We can really cruise with this tech, but watch your energy levels. Hold down shift. Yep. Or T, so it's locked. Huh? T to lock on. Also, it's always used. Gotcha. We don't want to always use it. So I might never use T. Okay, so it's basically on-off. Alright, let's see what we can find here. So this is a planet, so I can see that. No anomalies. Okay. It's an enemy. Cargo ship. Okay. It gave us 1 titanium. Now I assume that that is not a lot. Right, surface anomaly detected. Rocky plateau with unusual densities readings. Turns out to be a disguised and apparently abandoned military fortress. Faint energy source from within. Go in or not? Definitely go in. Oof. The hidden fortress was no longer manned, but the team's rough entrance activated a number of automated defense drones which opened fire. The drones had apparently kept other raiders at bay. In the fortress storeroom, we had a large amount of military equipment. The equipment was integrated by our standards, but could be recycled into useful mineral resources. But we lost 2 crew. Which is obviously not good. It's sad to lose crew members. Also, with fewer hands on deck, repairs will go slower. Next time we visit Kite Station, you should ask the Commodore whether she can assign us replacements. Yep, that would be good. Neutrino bending. This otherwise normal-looking high-temperature star is emitting a small number of neutrinos with a highly curved path. It's almost as if the star is throwing out curveballs. 90 research points. Awesome. Right, so that's another black star. Or black hole. Which will lead us somewhere else. There's 3 black holes here. Can I do... So what's my mission at the moment? there's one more planet. Oh, now this... Okay, so this is a circle, but this is a question mark, so this is actually a planet. Scan indicates this gas giant has a core of metallic hydrogen, a phenomenon long speculated about but never actually detected. Cool. Where can I see my missions? I mean, I have discovered all the scanned all the planets in here, so we might just go to the next, to the other wormhole or black hole or whatever it is, which will lead us to the next system, I assume. Yep. Okay, holy shit, what is that? Something within this planet is broadcasting powerful EM signal. We can detect no pattern, but its strength alone gives us some new data about the lower atmosphere of gas giants. Anomaly detected. In a crater-scarred valley, the team finds an enormous derelict starship. Whether it's crashed here after a battle or landed to make repairs and never took off again is unclear. What is clear is that it is potential treasure trove of resources too rich to ignore. Strange device attached, a set of 4 concentric rings encased in a translucent sphere like some kind of gyroscope. And return everything to the ship. Nice. The artifact we found on that spaceship seems to be an interface between a ship's navigation system and something else. Although I'm not sure what yet, so I can tell you already. We saw something there in the middle of this system, which looked like a gyroscope. That thing there. So it probably, yep, it affects with that. Generating its own warm Nexus. Yep, as expected. But we want to check out these planets first. There's a lot of... oh shit. That looks very strong. Shit. Definitely stronger than us. That's a destroyer. Gotcha. Okay. Right, no surface anomalies here. Let's check out that star. Nope, nothing. And then we wanna... Oh, another enemy. Oh shit. This is fucking space station. But we can't survey this planet, unfortunately, with that space station near. This is a warp nexus, but you might want to check out that that artifact thing first. Also, don't think strong enough to destroy that station. Not sure. Saying that, we might just go back to that artifact thing and see what that does. It's this one here, right? Oh, you can basically jump quite much further. It saves. So we're just heading back to the station. Chris read you log on these Nexus gateways. I don't want to get my hopes up, but who or whatever constructed them had some incredible level of technology. If anything can get us home, these gateways might be the clue. Investigate any more that you find, and good job finding the artifact that activates. By the way, sorry. Could use more crew. Okay. From you. Good. Alright. Let's see. So we got a lot of research points. So what does that give us? Increase bonus to scanner range, repair rate, and energy reserves. I might do that. Because the energy is really slow. Saying that. There's some weapon stuff over here. More damage. Can I increase my energy somewhere? This one. Probably giving ourselves a bit more energy in the first place. And then do some damage stuff. So the range... faster projectiles, so which is the first thing. And then increase the fire rate of our plasma cannons by 0.5 shots per second. Decreases the spread, increase the range. Maybe the fire rate. So we should be pretty strong now. Or for the light frigate, we need armor construction missiles. Armor construction missiles. Something. Well, anyway, so we could give it another reactor or survey module. Don't think we need another reactor. Or it gives us more energy, I guess. Which uses 60 of this and 125 of that. No, let's not do that right now. So, can I just jump straight up? Nope, cannot. I guess we want to give this space station a go. Otherwise, we can always go to that Nexus behind the space station to go into the next system. Right. Let's see what we can do. Oh, as long as the space station is there, basically these ships keep reappearing, I assume. That looks like a transport. Okay, so let's see what we can do. Can we... I don't think we can strafe, fortunately. Okay, okay. We need some energy back. There was some good damage, for sure. Well, we did it, and easier than I thought. But yeah, we'll probably need more energy. So a third reactor is actually not too bad, saying that I don't want to go back. Right, anomaly on the planet. The wreck of a small craft lies just below the sea surface near a cluster of rocky islands. Surface scans suggest that it has been there for some time. Among the island's small forests, the team spots a group of quadrupeds, curiously observing the lander. Let's try to communicate with them. Basic communication with the quadrupeds. One member, possibly a tribal elder, has a story that she feels is very important to convey. Two blue-eyed sisters and their little brother swam in a line in the sunset sea. The little brother kept a dark secret in green stone water. The fisherman came and tried to coax the secret from him, but learned too late that the green water must not run. They sailed away too late and wrecked the skiff off our shores, lest the green water pollute the whole ocean. When the fisherman came, we would tell them this story. Our expert observes that the story has figurative and grammatical aspects that do not appear in the quadruped's normal speech. She speculates that maybe they attempt to preserve a narrative given to them by the wreck's survivors. Explore the wreck. A support vessel, large life pod. It does provide some useful data. Alright, well in that case we are... I've done everything in the system, so we'll go to the next. Boom. Oh, I thought we might actually go down there. Awesome. No surface anomalies. And no enemies detected so far. There seems to be 1, 2 more planets. What is that? Oh, surface anomaly on this planet. Anomaly. The anomaly detected from orbit turned out to be a very weak distress signal from a group of reptilian scientists trapped in a crevice. They identify themselves as Saurid scientists whose survey vessel was damaged in the surprise attack. They have been stranded for some time and are running low on supplies. Offer to take them aboard and bring them to their people. They enthusiastically accept. Awesome. Well, I'm going to assume there is a blue marker there, which is kind of like the same marker as our station. So I would assume that that is their vessel. Wealth of the Saurid Republic, we bid you greetings. Who are you and what are your intentions? We are human representatives of Starcom and we come in peace. We do not know of Starcom Collective, but accept your intentions of peace. How is it we have not encountered your kind before? We were transported to this region by Rift. Interesting. We have warp nexuses here that can be used to travel great distances, but what you describe is unknown to us. We would speak with you further, but we are on a search and rescue mission for one of our survey vessels which has not reported in. We have rescued your missing survey team and will transfer them to you immediately. Our lost brethren, you've done a tremendous service to the Saurid Republic. They give us 50 gold. Our detection capabilities must be more advanced than theirs. Was there anything else? We have some questions. What about yourselves? The Saurid mastered interstellar travel millennia ago. But we officially record history from the formation of our republic only 500 years ago. Since then, we have dedicated ourselves to the peaceful pursuit of science. We have, however, been forced to defend ourselves from the Cheatic expansion. The Cheatic are our most difficult race. Like the insects they descend from, they seek to expand, swarm, and consume. The ships are not as powerful as ours, but they make up for it in numbers. They have recently become more aggressive in this region. We believe they have established a forward base near 12.7x minus 6, whatever the fuck that is. Most Saurid captains think we should eliminate the base now, before the Cheatic can reinforce their position, but our civilian government has not authorized it. On the other claw, like on the other hand, if a third party were to destroy the base, I will see what we can do. Questions about the region. Can tell us about these ring gateways. We call them Nexus gateways. Unlike the Nexus wormholes that link some star systems together, they can be controlled to transport a ship to any other known gateway. Supposedly created by the Progent, we have little understanding as to how they function, but we rely on them for trade and exploration. Well, the Progent. You may encounter massive derelict ships or strange artifacts on desert worlds. We attribute these to the Progent, although in reality we know little about them. We don't even know if they were a single race or many. We have never encountered them. Some historians believe they were wiped out in a great war long before we took to the stars. This is not my area of expertise, but if they were wiped out in a war, what became of their vanquishers? Cool. And we can... Hold on, what did it say? Trade with you, Trade Minister. I should warn you that because of the nature of the Cheatic conflict, they are wary of exchanging critical resources with non-allied parties. Alright, so they want us to destroy a station at whatever the fuck they called it. You can make notes on the star map to help you remember important locations. Great. I mean, what was that? 12.68 minus... That is such a weird... Oh, that's a location, is it? How do I... 12.68. Gotcha. On the top left there is notes. Oh, there's even a little arrow here. How do we get there then? Can I destroy this? Delete. Cool. In that case, alright, so we want to head down here to this star. Nothing. Then to this planet. Last one in this system. No surface anomaly. And then we go into this gateway. So how do I choose where to go? Because, you know, if you look at this, how do we get there? Okay. There is another enemy here. It's one of them. Holy shit. Fucking rockets. Okay. Found part of a missile launcher. By itself not enough to start research, but maybe if we can find additional components. Okay, well, let's go here first. It is really far away. If you're going long distance and need to take your hands off the command console, the ship has auto thrust capabilities. Wow, warp gravimatics just suddenly went off scale. Looks like something created warp instability nearby. Okay, so C is... Oh, you can basically just... Gotcha. Primitive vessel. This unmanned vessel appears to be an early attempt at interstellar travel. Primitive but wholly off-feed generator. At best, the engineer can tell was probably intended to fly to a particular location, turn around and turn to its launch point. Unfortunately, the warp field collapsed, prematurely damaging the craft. Blah blah blah. Okay, if we ever find who launched it, we can return it. But anyway, so basically to get to these points, you just start flying in that direction, I guess. So if we wanted to go here, we probably have to go here and then just fly that direction. I don't know how dangerous it is to just do this. The life of planet Titan has little atmosphere, both literally and figuratively. Some time ago, the fragments of a meteor were distributed over a wide area, which gives us platinum. Well, should we go back down or up, I guess is the question. I mean, let's try auto thrust. And then if we engage T, it basically means boosting as well. Let's see. There is an enemy. Okay, I need more energy. Oh shit, one crew killed in action because I was flying through the star. That sucks. Okay, there was nothing here. Completely useless. So, I mean, I don't know where this will lead us. Probably not back. Looks like another friendly... Oh. We seek peaceful relations. We are the Vandari Federation. We seek trade and the exchange of knowledge. How have we not contacted your civilization before? Put into space. We are sorry to hear of your plight, but glad to make your acquaintance. As the first Vandari to make contact with Starcom, it is our tradition to begin with an exchange of data or technology. I'm transmitting information on the Kilitos, a technology we use on all ships. What do we offer? Propulsion. Thank you. Are you interested in trading resources as well? Yes. Okay. Not quite sure what I need actually. So we have a lot of titanium. They do too. Adamantine. Oh, adamantine. So I would need to sell what, like 80 titanium for 1 adamantine. It's crazy. Neutronium. Close. So. There's an anomaly here. The spacecraft in the clearing is immediately recognizable as the same design we encountered in deep space. The team leader follows first contact protocol and introduces themselves to the local populace. Kind of monument. Apparently, they used a sizable portion of their resources in launching the first vessel. Believing it a total failure, there was insufficient political will to try again, armed with the knowledge that the vessel did indeed achieve faster than light travel. With the telemetry data the team provides, it seems likely that the civilization will achieve spaceflight after all. Awesome, we get research points. We just help these people get flight. Right, this planet looks angry. A millennia ago, when this planet had liquid water, alluvial processes concentrated yttrium deposits in a small area on the planet's surface. The survey team collects them with no risk and a modest effort. Okay. Man, the other system was no anomalies, and here's every planet anomaly. Deposits of titanium. Awesome. So where would the next thing put us? Probably here, I assume. Well, we're going through the next gate. We only lost 1 team member so far. All looks good. Oh, all the way up there, okay. That is a different background, some form of nebula or something. No anomalies. Let's check out the star. Oh, there's another gate. Very helpful. But let's go to this planet first. Oh, what do we have here? Another ship. The waters were warm and the pilotris swam into our mouth when we Yuluku first met you. They were delicious. What name were you known? Kirimdor, Starcom, we are put in this region of space. Blah, blah, blah. How strange the way you came to these undeep waters. We had not seen your kind, but you gave us gifts and we tried to help. What kind of gifts did we give you? We did not remember this part of our story. You filled in the gaps. It was the story, not the words that mattered them. Offer and gold. Gave you a piece of 1 star on the start of our story. Thanks for things, thanks for knowledge. What would you do when we swam together? Thanks for knowledge. What stories did we tell you? A story from the 85 platinum. Or I need 85 platinum to hear the story. Gotcha. I mean, what is platinum? They don't have any. That's all for now then. Okay, cool. In that case, even from a high altitude, the Soviet team could see what this structure was, a citadel constructed from the broken hulks of ancient starships. A few of the large guns trade on the lander as it touches down a few kilometers away. An intercom by an inset door shitters as the team approaches. Welcome to Antark's Citadel. What's the password? We return for now because we don't want to fucking get blasted. Saying that, so we have. Let's use this gateway just so then it's on the map, right, to be used. Probably go here, and then we fly over, and then we can maybe get to there. Oh, I thought I can go to any destination. Or was it just other gates? Okay, other Nexus gates. Well, in that case, we want to... we lost another crew member. But basically, I just want to fly there. I mean, I don't know how long that will take. Let's see. Yeah, I like it so far. I mean, just traveling around, exploring, seeing what's going on, all these little hidden things. One of my duties is to maintain the ship's mission log. You access the log from Q, of course. We're getting there? Slowly. Picking up a faint signal light with band. Looks like some kind of faint transmission. Then it shows that the blue-pink color of this nebula is due to a previously unknown type of muon decay. Okay. Right, so there they show up, the 2 stars. So it's a double star system. I restored the message fragment as best as I could. It's clearly a Starcom standard. Oder message fragment. Picked up on Knifewave. Nothing old. It gives me a headache and nothing explain. That is really bad. Like, that doesn't tell us anything. Hold on. There's a planet down there. Surface anomaly and not 60 gold. Awesome. So the range of my scanners is quite low, actually, to be honest. This binary pair of stars are still growing from material in this nebula. I estimate that in roughly 2.5 million years they will merge. Okay. Yeah, I might want to increase my scanners and also the energy, actually. There is no sign of life on this planet, save a single apparently vacant city. The lack of an archaeological history suggests the city's builders were not native to this planet. Long-range scans show moderate radiation levels, but below danger levels. There also appears to be a network of hardened tunnels beneath the city, but some show signs of possible collapse. Explore the city and tunnels. No life forms. The only damage to the city seemed to have been caused by the environment, suggesting it has been empty for between 50 to 100 years. Fairly common materials. Platinum. Very good, because we need 85 of that shit to hear the story, right? Most of the underground areas are inaccessible. Was it platinum? Anyway. There's a gruesome discovery. The skeletal remains of several thousand bipeds. Saying that, hold on, I need to make a note. Saying here story 485 titanium, I think. Save. Okay. So the thing is now, actually don't know. Like if we just continue in a random direction, it's very far away. So let's head back. And we might actually want to head back towards the station, possibly. Let's see. Because I think we have a lot of points. But yeah, I like this. It's very cool. Just trying to find the different races and planets and what's going on. I was expecting the fighting to be more difficult, to be honest. So far, it's good. And we're playing on hard, right? But then obviously there was like very hard, ultra plus. There was like, I think even 4 other difficulties. Saying that now, I mean, we haven't really done much yet. Where does this go? Gotcha. So the circles with the dot inside are basically always travel thingies. So we want to head back to the station for now, just to upgrade a bit, really. And then we can go back there, head here, and then to that. Sounds good to me. Your first officer transmitted your mission logs to as soon as you were back in range, and I just finished reviewing them. Sorry. Looks like you found a non-hostile race and opened a line of dialogue. Well done. Starcom protocol has some strict guidelines on the amount of involvement we can have with non-allied races, but you're the one in the field. What do you think? No, I think we should extenuating circumstances and take all the blame on me. I'm not leaving you out to dry. I'll trust your judgment and back you up. Was there anything else? Use more crew. What's morale? Good. Nothing new. Awesome. Research. Improved engines. No. Decrease the energy cost of turbo burn. That is actually... could be helpful. Oh, this is the deep space. Gotcha. This is actually quite helpful. 315 points. Okay, so improved scanning. Definitely taking that. Or you can actually allow the service to... Okay. Yep. Haven't really used armor construction. Allows construction of armor modules. I'm not sure yet that. Right. So we're going to probably use this increase reactor energy production. And then we have 145 points left. So we could do that, which would probably be insanely strong. Half a shot per second extra without any, I mean, good enough for now. So with the blueprints, so we need nitronium 25, cobalt 963. And we need that other thing there. Saying that, we can probably... We can just add some... What is this? It's an engine. There's one reactor at the moment. Can I move shit? Can I move? So I can recycle. Recycle. So I want to build another reactor. Boom. Oh, that took everything I had. Oh, it gives us more energy. Okay. Like I'm boosting and I actually get energy right now. So in this case, we can keep T on, basically meaning we are always boosting. Cool. So we'll go here. Then where's the? It's right there. Oops. Yeah, I mean, that's insane. We're getting so much energy right now. And then we're going to head there. So just making sure that we're heading in the right direction. So the good thing is now, because we're basically not losing any energy, we can just go forever. I mean, not forever, but a long time. Just checking we're still on the right way, and we are. So, I mean, we could, because we have so much energy now, I guess we can keep our barrage weapons on longer, but we'll probably have another turret or two even. That planet. Another thing we might want to do is, because we're driving around a lot, I can't remember, I mean, I assume there was something to increase the speed. There was definitely something to increase the speed in interstellar travel, for sure. Okay. And probably increase our range of sensors as well. Again, because that will make it easier to find things. That looks like a normal star. I was actually hoping to find, one of the gates here. That is a very big planet. And an anomaly. Class A2, I think, means you can live there. In an incongruous mix of high and low tech, a triangular object composed of rare metal sits atop a worn stone dais. A pale blue light seems to emanate from it, but the actual source is hard to pinpoint. A quick scan shows that it's composed of adamantine and titanium and was constructed using technologies in advance of our own. So we can take it apart or research it. Intact. Let's keep it intact. As soon as the team engineer touches the object, there's a crackling sound and a flash of light. The team glances around dazed. The artifact engineer and the closest survey member have vanished. Search turns up nothing. Great. Just lost 2 crew members. That sucks. I mean, so what happens if we just... Right, if we just keep going? I mean, it's a long way to that other system there, but I assume we might find something on the way? Possibly? Maybe we're not good enough yet. That is a long way to go. What is that? Seeds. Way out in deep space, far from gravitational distortion of planets and stars, our engines get a modest boot to their top speed. Okay, so we get quicker. Okay. For 25 experience points, research points, we can also get quicker again in deep space. Maybe I should have taken it. Maybe not. That is a very long way. Where are we going? Fair question. I mean, imagine now we wouldn't have the constant thrust or boost and would have to slow down in between. Now that would be bad. I mean, it's a very long way. I've only made it like, what's that? Maybe a third. So maybe we actually might have come a long way, to be honest. I'll just continue. Just because. Here in deep space, our instruments confirm that the high free hydrogen density isn't just a localized phenomenon. This galaxy is like a very thin nebula. Someday all of this will coalesce into stars. That's how you write coalesce. It would be cooler if you could even zoom further in, right? Because there's something is moving there, like a satellite dish or something. Good old satellite dish in space. Still going in the right direction? We are. Alright, I might just quickly head to the toilet while we're going. So I would normally ask chat if there was anything happening, but I don't have a chat. Yeah, it was probably not a good idea. Not the smartest idea to do this, to be honest. What do you do? Dumb decisions all around. Okay, are we still going in the right direction? But we could adjust slightly. We are slowing down. You can see on the top right our speed, and it was at 242.9. So that means we're not in deep space anymore. Because we're not in deep space anymore, we don't get that extra boost. And we can see some planets. Awesome. They're pretty far apart. And there's an enemy too. 2 enemies. 3 enemies. Shit. Let's try it. Okay. Lots of enemies. That sounds like rockets. God. But that could give us that extra. Awesome. Yep. We need that. Still not enough for the guidance. Okay. Oh, I can already hear it. My God. Okay, so we're halfway down on HP. Oh no. Unfortunately, I thought they would give us the last point of that guidance system, but it shall not be. What is this? Awesome. That's a portal. Let's check this out first. Wow, we've got another planet. No anomaly. Yep. So that sign is, I think, the last time this was, we've only seen this once. This was like this ship, the ship with the signal and whatnot. Yep, that looks also. Oh my God. Just want to say that is an insanely big structure. The enormous station is compromised entirely of machinery. Scans show no habitable interior space. Engineering is unable to guess out its purpose, but elements of the design show similarities to our engine's warp field generators, but at a much larger scale. That is very big. Okay, let's check out the star, and then we can go through the what's it called warp gate. Now, obviously, we did get the second part of the missile thing, which is good. because I think that's the one we need to upgrade to the next ship. But the problem is we don't know how many parts we need. I mean, I assume 3. Sometimes you need 5. I hope it's not too many. Oh, this is very bright. But yeah, we'll head back and do some more research. Sorry. There's another enemy. Where the hell they come from? Come on, die. Okay. In this case, so we're heading back, and then afterwards we go here. Oh no, we haven't done that one yet. No, we have, right? Yes, we have. Okay. So, I mean, let's see if we can add another turret, I guess. Okay, research. Okay, allows construction of armor modules. Sounds good, I guess. Let's do track 2 objects at the same time with the tractor beam. Advanced life support reduces the chance of losing crew during combat. Just because I want to increase the range of our plasma turrets. Maybe some more stuff here. Increase the maximum crew carried out by core command module by 5. Extreme survival allows our survey team to land on planets with extreme environmental conditions. Let's do that. Right, just because. Slightly increase the probability of resource and artifacts being recovered from debris. Let's do that. Cool. So shipyard armor modules, 120 and 25 of that. That's crazy. Neutronium. I haven't had neutronium yet at all. I can't even build anything. Oh. There you have it, folks. You heard it here first. Okay, so what's the shortest way to there? 1, 2. 1, 2, yeah. So this one is the shortest way. enemies. And next I probably want to dramatically increase the range of the tractor beam, because you have to be quite close for it to work in the first place, which can be annoying. Boom. Okay, so now do we have everything in this system? We do not. Shit. Yeah, and then it also explodes, which makes it more difficult to to pick up stuff. Okay. Awesome. Okay, so let's check out that yellow planet on the top there, and then we go basically around to the bottom. Oh my god, there's another one of those, and I didn't notice it. That is bad. Okay, we got titanium and the other thing. Maybe let's just use it. So we have it, and then go instantly back. Cool. So we actually. This is the star. So we're going to the white planet first, just because it's further away from the next portal. Oh, what's that? What was that? There was something here. And now it's gone. Okay. But yeah, the other thing we probably want to increase next is the engines, because we're a bit we're not super slow or anything, but I just want to be a bit quicker when driving, flying from one place to the other. That's a very sweet small planet. Class F. Oh, hostiles. On a high mountain on this uninhabited ice ball is a structure buried in ice and snow. After careful defrost using the landed thrusters, the team is able to enter the The structure was an automated observatory that likely has been abandoned for centuries. Judging from several records, it was part of a project to study the chemical composition of rare comets. Sadly, most of the data collected has been lost. One hard copy has an interesting note. The translation reads, "Probe thruster failure confirmed. Likely unrecoverable. Project dead. Stop at 1.1x minus 23.3. 1.1x minus 23. Yep, awesome. So it's short. I mean, it's cool that these are actually coming up on the map, right? Otherwise, hold on, I can hear attacks. So if we're in the map, that means if we're in the map, it doesn't stop. That's the last part of the missile launcher. Awesome. In that case, let's check out that last planet here, then head back to the station to research the missile launchers, because that means I think we can get the next ship. I think, but I think actually we don't have enough resources, to be honest. But we could trade, I guess. On approach, heat plumes, and seismic readings suggest the structure is some kind of mining facility. No life signs are immediately detected, although heavy dust makes visual and sense observation tricky. Approach with caution. It seems that this is an automated mining facility operated only by low-level drones who ignore the team's presence. Deep bore drills bring yttrium ore to the surface, which the drones collect and process. Judging by the material composition of the equipment, this is a shitty facility. Are we going to collect everything and dismantle the thing as well? Because these are our enemies. Cool, we're going to head back, do that research for the missile launcher, because that means we get missiles, I assume. Before continuing through that gate there at the bottom. That's the next one we haven't done yet. Research. So I assume that this is, yep, it is an additional thing that is coming up new. $125. I don't have enough research points. It's interesting. Right. So the light frigate needs missiles, which we don't have, but we can do a medium surveyor. I mean, the medium surveyor must be better than. Okay, so we have, how many you have? 2 reactors, 3 engines, 4 turrets. So it's roughly similar. I should have saved the other one, right? And then recycled modules? Not sure. But there's an extra engine in this, right? I think so. Okay, cool. We need more research points, basically. Otherwise, this is nothing. So we go back here. I feel like the handling is better. God. Also have the feeling there was way more damage. Lots of enemies here. So if you approach these guys from behind, they can't launch their missiles, which makes sense. Oh. Let's check out the anomaly. On approach, the team fails to spot anything that looks of interest in the endless desert. The team's engineer wonders if the anomaly might be a false positive. Shifting soft sand make finding decent landing tricky. Eventually they hit a spot, but it's a few kilometers from the alleged anomaly. Investigate on foot. It's a mystery how the team missed it from the air, but the short hike from where the landers head down is an oasis. Scan failed to detect anything at all unusual in the water, which is at most 2 meters deep and crystal clear, but the team members take turns investigating to be sure. That's it. I thought there would have been something. Apparently not. Okay. There's a planet here a bit further back. So what we're looking for at the moment is actually research points. So we need 120 for the missiles, and then also wanted to increase the speed. So that's another 80, I think. So we want to have at least 200 before going back next. Cool. That looks like a normal star. Oh, we have another friendly, possibly friendly ship. But there's also an enemy. Seeing that correctly? Oh, one of those. Thanks for knowledge. We can do the smaller one for 35. Antark did not think like the others. She asked, why should I have offspring just to send them to war? Why should I remain here in this cave? I wish to see the stars. They cast her out. She traveled with a small clutch of sons and daughters through the stars. They traveled from one end of the great star tentacle to the other, trading and turning sun drops to fallen stars. With these fallen stars, they befriended the Uluku. We told them where to find what they sought, a graveyard of shattered starships fallen from the Progent War. With these, they built a citadel and roamed no longer. Traders came to the gates and said, "We need no password and we surrender our arms." That's the password. So we need no password and we surrender our arms. Gotcha. Need no password and we surrender our arms. Cool, so we can go back to this other place the next time we find one of these gates. Anomaly. Scanners were unable to detect any indigenous life on this arid, rocky world, but a high plateau is riddled with tunnels. They do not appear to be the result of natural geographic activity. As the team approaches one of the tunnel openings, faint metal rattlings can be heard. Mining equipment just inside the entrance appears to be of Chitic origin. Send them in. 12 titanium, -2 crew. Of course. There isn't a gate here, so we might just go to the next system. And hopefully there's a gate there. Which one's the closest planet? This one. With an enemy. Right. Anomaly on the planet D. On approach, the team fails to spot anything. Desert. Foot. About a kilometer away from the lander, from the top of a tall dune, the team spots a large craft in the distance. Through high-powered binoculars, it appears to be a Starcom vessel. The vessel is now even further away. The team it was our own vessel. Well, it gave us research points, so that's good. Bloody idiots. There's 2 more planets here. And this could be a gate. Fantastic. Exactly what we needed. Another desert planet with an anomaly. 3 enormous pillars of weathered rock stretch up into the clouds. Upon closer inspection, it appears that they were once part of a tremendous artificial structure, possibly a building or ceremonial relic. While its overall shape has eroded beyond recognition, seismic scanners reveal an entrance a few meters below the sand of the largest pillar. A flight of enormous stairs, each nearly a meter high, climbs for half a kilometer through the interior of the pillar before reaching a large vaulted chamber. At the far end is a large apparatus of stone and metal that looks like an orrery of the star system. There's a control panel covered with glyphs. Using the ship's translator, it appears that it can be used to open one's eye. But the eye. There's deep rumble, EM radiation on board the ship, and energy reading is detected elsewhere in the system. Whoa, fucking open something. There's one more planet here. And then we might have to go and find whatever we just opened. So there's another system here, but I might just head back for a second and see if we can find what we opened. I think there was this planet, right? Far to the left. Let's see if anything happened there. So like the whole square is the system? Open the eye. Or do we have to go back to... Can we move? We can. I don't know if we have to go back to the other planets. Or maybe... But that would be weird. I was just thinking because we already were able to open the gates, right? Maybe this just opened that gate. If we didn't already have it. That makes sense. Let's check the planets. Open the eye makes sense for, at least in my eye, for this gate thing to open. If you haven't, like, to give you another chance to open one, if you haven't found the artifact yet, which would be weird though. Yeah. Saying that, we'll head back to the top there and try out that password. We need no password, surrender arms. The intercom beeps twice and the wicket door slides open. A heavily armed sentry drone appears and collects the team's weapon. It gives them a small voucher. That's nice. The inside of the Citadel is less impressive than its exterior. Hundreds of old starships have been converted into makeshift stores and residences. Aliens of various unrecognized races peek curiously at the team but close their doors on approach. In the center of the bazaar, a large command module functions as an administrative center. What appears to be a Chittic beckons the team aside. Welcome to Entak's Citadel, where all are free to trade with her agents. Shall I connect you with our residence trading system, or are you interested in some of our unique items? Why are you being friendly toward us? I understand. We are Chittic, not part of the Chittic Empire or its hive beliefs. Your disputes with the Chittic Empire are of no interest to me. Let's trade resources. Okay. Wow. Adamantine is like 53 and they're at 67. I mean, they have a lot of, like, they have heaps of things, right? It's crazy. Also, you can't buy titanium for some reason. Yeah, that's closed for now. What unique items do you have? Okay, so a Progent turret mount, 225, ornamental box, 385, and leathery egg. This is all titanium, which you can't buy. We also need 85 titanium for the other story. Awesome. Very cool. We might just... We only have 75 research points. I wanted to head back to get more crew, but nah, just continue for now. And head to the second part of this system. These are friendlies. Oh yeah. Greetings, Starcom Ambassador. I apologize if my manner seems distracted. I've been fielding reports of shitting attacks all day. Still, our government lacks the courage to act. Yep. Luku. The Luku are a curious race and a bit difficult to converse with. They have been a starfaring race for longer than I think even they know. Supposedly they developed space travel before writing, although that seems dubious. I can tell you that they place a high value on mutual gift giving, or what we call trade. If you got enough on the rock, Are you familiar with a race called the Vanderi? We are. We avoid contact with them outside of official diplomatic channels. They are obsessed with improving their technology to the point of resorting to aggression when they think it will help them get it. Awesome. Cool. So that's all we can do for now. Oops. Let's check out these planets. Yeah, definitely want to improve the speed. I mean, the missiles, I don't even know if we need missiles, because so far we're really good at destroying stuff. Class A2 planet, so that seems life. The anomaly turns out to have been the scanner automatically flagging the location as a colonization candidate. It has abundant fresh water, comfortable temperatures, and a breathable atmosphere, which the survey team leader describes as fresh and invigorating. Unfortunately, elevated radiation levels make it too dangerous for long-term habitation. Okay. Done. And then the other planet here looks also well. A2 as well. Lots of water. The team's heads landed down at the end of a box canyon filled with crystal clear pools and lush flora. A sinkhole at the bottom of one pool opens into a network of tunnels. Somewhere from there, one person down. The team member radios in that he's in the maze of cave chambers with tunnels leading off in multiple directions. Oh god. Alright, let's go west. South. South. East. West. Unfortunately, I am lost. I should have written it down. fear that they're gonna die. Fuck. Yes. Okay, so let's go. I have some paper here. I need some paper. Old school paper. Instead of using a phone like a normal person. Alright, let's go north. Let's go east. South. If they go west, they should just reappear. Okay, so north, east, south, 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 east, south, okay, so they found a dead person. 90 research points. Very good. Right, so solved. Fantastic. That gives us missiles. And we might head back to get more crew, I guess. Just because we have the gate right here at the moment, and they're only, not every system has one of the long-term gates. Someone's fighting. Boom. Chief Engineer. Yesterday our long-range scanners detected an unusual gravitational signal. It might just be a lensing artifact, but I've sent the coordinates to your first officer. Cool. We need some crew. Found debris from a Starcom vessel doing a survey. I'm unaware of any Starcom ship ever vanishing without a trace. If it's Starcom and it's not your ship, the most likely possible is that Captain Lee and the Byzantium got pulled in as well. And if you found debris but nothing else, well, it's not a good sign. Okay. Missiles. Cool. Command, shipyard. So we could create a light frigate now, but we need more. Like neutronium, we actually haven't found any so far. And we also need 33 cobalt minus 60. There's also the interceptor, which we could do as well. But we would need more titanium. So the other thing is that we probably want to research at some point is having the ability to have 16 joules. Anyway, they gave us the... So I assume one of those is the one for the thing that he just mentioned. Right. The deep space anomaly. Oops. Oh, we're flying the whole time. Shit. Okay, so we can head to the next system now. Through that gate here. And I think that is the system where we are supposed to destroy Starbase. Yep. Class D planet anomaly. When approach the team fares a spot that's a desert again. Investigate on foot. We discover something buried. The team takes turns using the activation shot to clear away the sand very slowly. Lots of dots. Keep digging. I bet there's nothing at the end of this. Basically just time wasting. Finally, they reached the top hatch and I redirected the stabilizer to blast the rest of the sand off. Yeah. Oh, that was our ship. Of course. Of course. Class A2 planet. No anomalies. Okay. Class L. No anomalies. I mean, that is a lot of enemies. Yep. Ooh, what the fuck is that? It looks like little, you know, dogfighting ships. Shit, I need my energy. Yep, that station can take a lot of, quite a bit of beating. Problem is, I didn't install any missiles, did I? Idiot. Oh my god. Yep, that is good. Oh. Autonomous drones, okay. Yeah, I should have installed, obviously, the missiles. I mean, researching them and then not getting any is, of course, stupid. Alright, that's done. Survey, A3 planets. We lost 2 crew. Minor gravimetric distortions detected from orbit are traced to a spherical object floating a few meters above the surface of the planet. No other signs of civilization are evident. This object may be a stasis sphere, an artificial field that slows time with an area to a near standstill, creating a perfect time capsule. Okay. So it might be possible to open it with some specific signal, which we don't have. Okay. Now we check out the last planet here, then we head back just one system to let them know that we've destroyed this station. Class D planet anomaly. It's clear that Sheetik have been extremely busy on the otherwise lifeless rock, although the purpose of the activities is less obvious. A massive pylon rises above the uneven plains. It's so tall that it appears to have been partly supported by tractor beams from orbit until recently, but now has become dangerously unstable. Sheetik workers flee the structure on foot and seem more interested in saving their own carapaces than the survey team. The team engineer guesses that the tower will collapse soon, but might be safe to enter for now. Let's investigate. The Universal Translator interprets on a schematic as follows. Data archives, habitat main generators, pylon reinforcement, high lab. Let's go data archives. Go. The high lab. Yep. Could collapse very soon. We're gonna retreat. Awesome. So we're just going to inform them that we've destroyed the space station and then actually might head back again just to get some missiles. Okay. Let's talk to our friends here. Most wonderful news. Someone or something recently destroyed the Sheetik forward base we discussed. On an unrelated matter, we need to make room in our cargo hold for some supplies. Perhaps you could take these minerals off our head. Awesome. No, that's it. Okay, so these are these. And what is that ship? It's a different ship, right? Oh, it's one of those. Things for things. Things for knowledge. No, no knowledge. Boom. The ship debris contain a component that modifies how plasma volts maintain. Did one of the ships just explode for some reason? The Uluku ship? I hope I didn't do that because that would be horrible. Okay, research. We have 3. Oh shit, we have 300 points. Let's see, shipyard. Can I actually? Oh, I don't have enough to create it. Or the armor. Gotcha. Okay, so let's improve the engines because I want to be quicker. Let's create the probably actually want to increase the damage of the iron bolts, even though they cost more energy. And then, I mean, increase the reserves of our reactors by 30%. Let's do that. Cool. Hold on, I need more crew. Because we have unlimited crew. Okay. That ship really, the Udoku ship really exploded for some reason. Fuck. I really hope it wasn't me. Okay, so we did do that one there. Oh, let's keep it. But there's also that one right there. Some frequency or similar. God, there's so many enemies again. Let's see. Oh shit. Battle cruiser. Probably not good. Especially with all the other enemies. GT coal seems to be compass of okay, blah blah, very interesting. Cool. Oh, fantastic. Okay. So they are less advanced, but they have a number of novel technologies. I really have to get behind that guy. Oh, that's the battle cruiser. Really don't want to be in front of that guy. My God. Oh, I want to say this is definitely a difficult fight. And what would help would be some missiles that we don't have. I mean, the repair is not very quick. Isn't bad, I guess. Oof, we did it. Not bad. Not bad at all. But that means we can basically head into that next thing. I just hope there isn't too many enemies, because we need to repair. Right, 2 enemies. I don't hear any. No, that's easy enough. G1 planet anomaly. The bright crimson dust on blah blah blah. Deposit of neutronium. Awesome. Desert planet. No anomaly this time. Not a few. Lots of enemies again. These are very easy enemies though. Okay, destroyer. Right, last planet in the system. There is an anomaly on the class R planet. On a sunny plane of lifeless planet lies what appears to be an enormous statue of a humanoid astronaut, carved from hard indigenous rock. It's nearly 200 meters from head to toe. Analysts suggest that it was carved in this position. The stone, while hard, lacks the tensile strength to support the figure vertically. Sonar reveals that there's a small hollow chamber within the chest, sealed with thick layers of artificial concrete. Let's drill into it. In the cube-shaped room lies a human-sized version of the giant astronaut. Despite the protective sarcophagus, the suit is badly decomposed and its contents long ago turned to dust. The probe's narrow ultraviolet scanner reveals writing on the room's walls almost completely erased by time. Used the last of the escape pod's fuel to break out of the warp bubble before the ship short section strap at drill. Peacefully found a more hospitable word to touch down on. I've got about 2 weeks of food and water and a reprogrammed 100 NL unit with a full fusion battery. Given enough time, it could mine ore, build a smelter, fashion hull plates, craft an H drive, and launch us off this rock. Just about anything, really. But it doesn't matter, I'll be long dead before it could do anything that might be useful. Maybe I'll have it carve me a nice tombstone. Ensign James Brunton, Starcom Science Corp, formerly aboard the Morning Star. Well, that means we should find the fuck out what the Morning Star is. Because the commander mentioned that there were never a ship lost, which is obviously not the case. So next time we head back to the station, we need to check. That is a toxic planet. G3. Uh, 35 research points. Fungus. That sounds like fighting. Oh, they're already dead. Saurit, battlecruiser. Cool. So they asked for some help. We shall help. Look at friends, your presence warms us like the sun on a basking rock. How we of service. Anything new? We've had some runs with the Shitik. Go. Region. Go. Yeah, I probably should check what I need for the missiles, right? To then trade it. Class F planet. That looks like ice. A large starship lies frozen in what first glance appears to be ice, but the survey team reports that it is in fact glass. The team's geologist speculates on some processes that might envelop a derelict starship in molten silica, but he's at a loss to explain how it formed naturally clear glass. There's a valuable derelict trapped under 50 meters of glass. Let's try the laser. The laser will simply pass through the clear glass. Okay. Let's try the drill. It jams. Explosive. Several well-placed charges manage to fracture the glass enough that the team can carefully lift out the large chunk. With painstaking repetition, they are able to burrow down to the ship's hull. The ship's hull is remarkably well preserved, showing no signs of having been immersed in molten glass. The team's hopes of valuable salvage are dashed when they breach the hull. The ship was stripped bare prior to being put in glass. Any equipment that was removed seems to have been destroyed with energy weapons. They're about to pack in when they notice a broken data crystal mixed in with glass fragments. The crew tracked in. Scanning it with the lander's computer revealed some corrupted telemetry data and what appears to be 2 sets of precise navigational coordinates somewhere in this galaxy. Okay. Got more info. Great. Now the other thing is, there is another system close by. I say close, but what is that? Okay, it's gone. We going in the right direction? Yeah. Okay. Ship status, research joints 170. All right, it's a big one. Giant B. No anomalies. Okay. This brown dwarf seems to be fusing lithium at a massive potential. Blah blah blah. Shit. Where are you coming from? Oh, I can probably pick up stuff if I destroy the asteroids. Oh, that is a big planet. JS client, gas giant C. Nothing on it. Class R. In a rock-strewn crater, the survey team discovers a badly damaged unmanned probe. It's a fairly sophisticated device with a number of technical advances unknown to Starcom. Judging from the design, the team engineer speculates that the devices were sent out into the galaxy in large swarms with the expectation that most would not survive. 40 research points. Awesome. Whoa. Okay. Shush. Cool. So we can head back. So I should probably destroy more asteroids if we get more close to more as well, because I think I get resources from those. So the speed is definitely higher. Done. Right, next system, here we come. That looks like a normal star. Where are they coming from? Class A1. I don't think we had an A1 so far. 2 enormous pillars. And a tourist control room opening of an eye. Open the eye. It's probably the gate. There is the gate. Cool. Dun, dun, dun. Counterspin. The inner liquid metal core of this gas giant is spinning in the opposite direction from its atmosphere. This seems to be caused by magnetically aligned particles. Okay, now there isn't a further normal gate, so now we have to go deep space, probably. What that means is, might just head back and research the thing that gives us more speed, but also increased range on the sensors, I think. Okay. So according to your survey logs, you found more evidence of a Starcom vessel. We did. The Morning Star. That's impossible. I mean, I believe you, but it's also impossible. The Morning Star was a Galaxy-class warship that fought in the First Swarm War, but it didn't vanish. After the war, it was overhauled a couple of times, then repurposed as a science facility in Canis Beta. It's still there. Some of our research team used to work there. How is morale? How does armor work? Armored modules take less damage from attacks and hazards. Armor protection is partly a percentage of damage reduction and partly a percentage of armor rating. As a result, it's most effective against lots of small hits, but still provides some protection against large attacks. No, that's it. Cool. Alright, research. We're gonna do the speed. It's and then increase the thrust and energy consumption. Yep, want that. Sounds cool. Increase. No. Let's increase our crew. And higher probability of resources and artifacts, which is always good at the beginning because it gives you more chance of obviously discovering something. That means we need more crew. Awesome. And that basically means we can be out longer. Okay, so we can create another plasma turret or engine. For the missile launcher, we are missing 6 titanium and 33 cobalt minus 60. Interceptor. So, hold on. So the medium surveyor, right? It's that one. And the interceptor, medium surveyor has 11 modules. 6,500. Max speed 28, turn rate 61. So this has more mass. Energy seems to be very similar, but there's more minor damage for some reason. So what is the extra on extra engine? 4 plasma turrets, 2 reactors, each surveyor. Does it have an extra engine, right? So this one is quicker. I mean, Explorer class. Yeah, so we're probably the next thing we need is this. Or because of we have an extra engine, so that means the energy will go down much quicker. Yeah, not completely sure, but we're heading there first. You know, you see how the energy goes down? Before that, the energy was going down very slowly. So what that just means is we basically want to have the 90 research points to get the Explorer class and then give us another engine. Not an engine, a reactor. So because as you can see, like it takes a long while to get the energy up, which will make it difficult for fighting, but also as you know, the flying will take longer. I think, yeah, energy is definitely most important resource. But the normal flying is even quicker than from the fast flying from the first ship we had. Speed. Definitely getting up there. If the energy takes that long to recharge, it will make it difficult with fighting as well. I mean, look how quick this goes down. Might change back to the other one. Ooh, It's new. Slow rings. The planet rings are not. The ice crystals in the planet rings are formed into ninth structures. Okay. I unfortunately couldn't read the first one. A3. Titanium and nitronium. Very good. Cool. So we can head back and then we basically have to continue there. Enormous pillars again. So we need, hold on, we need 90 research points. Okay, we're getting there. It would be good if we can access the building page from here as well, because, you know, to look up what I need, what resources I need for, you know, the another for specific modules, I have to go back to the space station each time, which can make it annoying. Because then you have to fly back to find, you know, fly back to a trader to then, so first go to the space station, find out what you need, go to the trader, buy it, go back to the space station to then create the module, right? So there's a few steps that I don't think it would be a disadvantage for you to see what stuff you need to build the modules while being out or away from the space station. Oh, so we did get a buff from deep space travel. Gotcha. Yeah, so 30 more points for the next class, because we need another reactor for sure. Now the problem is if if we use all our energy and let's say we get to the next system and there's enemies, we can't fight. Green main sequence. There is enemies. There's many enemies. Many enemies. A lot of them. All stars emit light along the blah blah blah. 5 more and we would have the needed 90. Oh my god, it's a fucking station. It's 2 stations. Lovely. So the missing energy is a real problem. So basically ignore everything else. Us. There's so many swarms. Ah, yes. Yeah, it's a bit odd because I can basically ignore these guys completely. They don't do enough damage to hurt me at all. So I'm just missing the energy to destroy this fucking station. There you go. This is a key component. Still not quite enough. Okay. Oh. Okay, that's that. No, it's not that. Reinforcements. It's another fucking station. I mean, of course there is. Why wouldn't there be? Anomaly on this planet seems to be a skull and several buried vertebrae of an omnivore. It is unusual in that it is nearly 50 meters on its longest axis and is composed of stainless steel alloy laced with adamantine. The xenobiologist believes it to be partial endoskeleton of an unusual life form, unlikely any seen before, and should be taken back to the station for further study. The engineer thinks it will obviously either be the stylized chassis of some large robot or mechanized artwork and should be smelted. Let's take the scientific. And then we'll have to fucking destroy this station. Lost 4 crew so far in this whole fighting. Insane. Boom. This is the last piece of the puzzle. We should be able to research the construction of autonomous drone launches. Now the problem is we can't get back to the station from here. So let's continue ahead. Downwards. Flying in the right direction. We are. Was nothing else here, right? Correct. Okay, let's see. How many points do we have? 280. So we need 90 for the next class. And then autonomous drones. Not sure what that gives us. But also we haven't even created the missiles yet. So have been very good with that stuff. But we definitely need another reactor. Okay, doesn't seem to be enemies here, luckily. Just one planet. No, 2 planets. 2 planets. Three planets. And an enemy. Gas giant J class. Magnetic poles are oscillated, blah blah. Okay. So I hope, but I think that portal might actually bring us there instead of there, so might have to take another trip here manually. But before we go there, we definitely want that reactor first. Boom. As expected. But at the same time, there's a gate here, so that is very helpful. And what is that? Greetings, NT. This is Sentinel. Do not be alarmed. This is a standard entity control parameter check. Please stand by for scan. Looks like a robot. Entity identification parameter missing. Entity source region identifier missing. Brought by a distant. Attention entity, your ship is in violation of directives 2 and 3. Please exit the craft immediately and leave any technologies behind. What are directives 2 and 3? They don't want to talk about it. They rather want to attack us. And these guys do some serious damage. Shit. Fuck. I misclicked. Okay. Yep. We have to get stronger. Okay. Let's head back. That didn't went too well. They are really strong. We might need armor for those guys. Okay, so what is the other research we could do there? It was something new. So first of all, Explorer class. Boom. Done. So 215 left. Where's that new thing that we could get? The automated bots or whatever. We should be able to research the construction of autonomous drone launchers. And in order to increase the relaxation size beyond current limits, I need to make some modifications to the shipyard that don't have the resources for. We need 120 titanium and 25 neutronium to expand the... Kim, I want to talk to you about the sentinels you encountered. Do you have any idea what caused them to become hostile? No, they claimed to be running some kind of scan, and as soon as it was done, they demanded we abandon ship. It sounds like they're more technologically advanced than the Chitik. How worried should we be? We cannot run them. Okay. In light of recent encounters with these sentinels and other hostiles, both research and engineering indicate we're not prepared for a serious attack on the station. Lieutenant Chiang has drawn up plans for some station modifications. We've already scrapped some redundant systems, but we still need you to bring in some resources. 200 titanium, 50 neutronium. Well, I don't have either of those. But coming back here. I am seeming to be missing automated. It's not down here. It's not that, is it? It's not that. Not here. Not here. Not here. Must be maybe something here. I don't know. But unless I'm completely blind. I mean, it can happen. It can happen. Oh, blueprints. That's an interceptor, right? So what we need for this is titanium. We need a lot of titanium, which we don't have, and you also can't trade. Can you? Maybe you can. We need reactor, which needs titanium. What a surprise. So maybe let's see if we can get some titanium. Here. We also need another Udoku ship because they had another, but that exploded, which is bad. Because they had another thing for us to explore, right? Yes. Items. Titanium. The seller used TIM as a reserve currency, so any excess costs or profits will be deducted from or added to our titanium supply. So if I do that, right? I don't want to sell this, I don't think. Let's do 10. Yeah. To another 24. So all in all, I need like 450, I think. So, oh God. I hope that's enough. Because I also don't really know what this stuff is going to give me. The extension of like the what's it called? The space station. So first of all, the problem is these sentinels are really strong, so I need another ship. I mean, well, let's do this first. Okay, so does it just mean I have more research free? Oh, it just gave us this. Okay. So we have the titanium, we don't have the neutronium. So we have 4 engines. We have 5 plasma turrets this time, which model, and we have 3 reactors. So an extra turret and an extra reactor. Fantastic. Extra turret, extra reactor. That is exactly what we're looking for here. So we need 200 titanium and fucking 50 neutronium or some shit. Energy goes down much slower. That's what we're looking for. And then we might basically head back, go here and go here. I mean, we have that. there, but we haven't been there. And this goes down much slower. Fantastic. Range is really short. Could that be? Is range shorter? Appears shorter to me. Anyway, I shouldn't have done that because that drained all my energy. Oh my god, I still didn't check for the missiles. Stupid. Class D. 6 neutronium. Fantastic. Because we need 50 of that stuff. It's a lot. I think I've only had 27 we had so far in total. So I'm gonna have to trade it. Desert planet. I think every desert planet had an anomaly so far. Investigate on foot. Titanium, yeah, awesome. Oh my god. That other thing flew by again. What it is? Oh, there it is. It's so quick. Okay. I think I hit it. Send team on foot. Research points. Amazing. Cool. So we can head back. I mean, we'll probably have to give it a try against the Sentinels. But we might need missiles. does save. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I didn't feel like I was doing any damage whatsoever. And I really think we need those missiles, because that would probably give us a range advantage as well. Several enemies. So I have to see what kind. I mean, it can only be obviously the Shitik or these other things. Sentinels. It's the Shitik, which is good. Critic. Oh, oops. Cheatik used Chirolite reactors like we do by seconding pass of good energy. Okay. Thanks for knowledge. Oh, I'd need 85. Anything to trade? Oh, I need platinum, so... Oh god, that's so little. Gotcha. So we need 55. Momentum sleeping eggs. Well, they said the trigger was from the void. Of course. They gave us another location, which is just actually on top of our space station. And we found 10 gold. Supernova. Imminent. The next 8,000 years. That is quick. Class J1 planet. G1. As recently as 3,000 years ago, this planet supported life. Now they can only spend a few hours. Cities left. Records are sparse, but on low level the team finds a fragment of a religious tract preserved in March, which translates as "We're not gods but devils." Do not pray to them for salvation. It was they who imprisoned their children here, a burning prison guarded by silver angels who would strike down any who rose up with their fiery red swords. Any salvation we must make ourselves, the daughters and sons of the dawn. Okay. Or that you can investigate further. Well, that means I should probably not just run away every time. Summary for the Chancellor of... We've come a long way, it's true, but I'm afraid made the logs too hard to pick. Every year it gets a little hotter and harder to cool the array. By the time our children are running it, it'll be trying half as many keys as today, and the odds we find it in time are about 1 in 5,000. Further, $135 points. Wow. It's a shame we're losing. Hold on. It's a shame we're losing too much of our history. Every spare cycle goes to cracking the Sentinel's code. I know it's our only chance, but it used to be when a stack failed. We lost the backup. Now it's the original. There's so much knowledge lost. We know that our ancestors choose to imprison themselves here, but we no longer remember why. So we can use that to encode something. Hold on. There was somewhere something to encode, right? This one here? I think. So let's see. Okay, so we go there first, and then this can go. But there was something to decode here, I think. I mean, the other thing is we want to check that out, right? Because it's quite close to our station. I mean, quite close is a stretch, but keep hitting the wrong button. Gas giant R-class. There's an enemy. Nice. Hold on. There's a friend. Oh, the Uluku. Don't say it like that. Class A2 planet. We are restarting to restart an array. It takes some engineering effort to come up with a power supply. Where your data for observation. Okay. Doesn't give us much, does it? That looks like a big ice planet. Trace amounts of flerovium are detectable in the upper atmosphere of this giant. I believe this is the first time it has been found to occur naturally. Transfer knowledge. Nope. That's all for now. Thank you. Okay, we can head back. And then from there to the next. Go to this. Did. This is the one with the Sentinel warship. But yeah, we'll probably want to check this out if this is still. I was hoping to get down there. Send the team on foot. Research points. Let's see. Oh shit. Oh my god, these guys are really strong. Your magnetic field. Showed traces, orbiters against showed traces of civilization across this nearly dead planet, but now the only signs of life are confined to a tiny region. As the survey team approaches, they are greeted by an incognitious sight, an oasis of life and technology beneath a shimmering bubble like an ancient snow globe. The engineer determines that the bubble is a coherent energy field keeping the harsh solar radiation at bay, as well as an effective security shield. The inhabitants of the bubble, a race of small, colorful, urchin-like creatures, permit the team to enter. The team knows that the planet lost magnetic field quite suddenly, nearly a century ago. Without the natural magnetic shield, the planet was bombarded with deadly radiation. Within a few years, almost all our life on the planet was wiped out. During that time, they were able to construct protective shield generators and concentrate their population in this location. Unfortunately, their generators are starting to fail and they lack sufficient adamantine to repair them. If the relaxation could deliver 55 units of adamantine, they would share the technical details of the shield generator. Shield generator sounds fucking amazing. Okay. Now the problem is these guys are really fucking strong. What the fuck is that? One of the crew members complaining of drowsiness. Send it to the med bay. Okay. What the heck is that? They do a lot of damage. Oh my god. Okay, so this was something from the fucking Morning Star. Now the problem is, I might need to save. The fucking shit stuff here. Oops. I did not want it to do that. One crew incapacitated by mysterious illness. Okay. Research points. Awesome. So I can probably get there quite easily. So it is getting late though. I just grab these. Oh my god, what's that? Holy shit. Let's head back through here. We just check out that green planet and then head through the gate. A Class A3 planet anomaly. From a blinky array of lights is visible flashing out a series of mathematical patterns. After splashdown, the team discovers that these patterns are being generated by colonies of bioluminescent organisms. We should have so many research points. It's crazy. So these guys wanted adamantine, right? For shield projector, which would be really good. Okay. I put your secret in quarantine. They're awake only a few minutes every day, so my team has to monitor their vitals closely. I don't think it's fatal, but they'd be out of commission until we have a treatment. Your survey team has all sorts of plans on touching everything. What's this? I don't know. Let's bring it on board the relaxation. This is why I only ever talk to you through a monitor. Creating a vaccine from scratch will take a long time. I'd be happy if you could find any other races that have experience with it. I will try. We'll have 915. Okay, shipyard. Blueprints. We have this ship at the moment. For this we need Cobalt 60. He's going to research that drive we found from the Morning Star. Go. Okay, so we have a shitload of fucking points. Missile launcher, we need... What is that? Cobalt 60, we need more of that, of course. I really think I need the missile launcher, but also the armor modules. Like, we're not getting anywhere with these Sentinel guys. Okay, we're going to increase deep space boost and then probably to the max if we want to go, you know, to that top thing there. Laser cooling, more shots per second. Should be really good. I think we need more range as well. Energy production, very good. Long range scanners, definitely. I mean, allows construction of chips up to 21. Yeah, that's all good and well, but it doesn't really. Gives all modules an additional 35 armor rating. That sounds good if it includes normal ones as well. So, you know, does... No, I think that didn't work actually at all. But it's okay. Like, it doesn't get me anything to increase the missile stuff because I don't have missiles right now. Maybe let's do negotiations and then super tractor beams, and that's really all we can do. And then, oh, I wanted to check out that thing there. Let's just do that first. Asking these guys about the disease. It's a condition caused by rare fungus found on some warm planets, parasitic spores. We have destroyed cheat with leaves of silver corner tree. Unfortunately, it's been harvested to near extinction. Yes, I also wanted to ask about the bloody Sentinels. They're a curious race, if that's what they are. They patrol various regional space. Sometimes they hail you, contact some scans, and then they're off. They seem harmless. Not to us. battleship again. I need to fucking destroy it because it's right above what I want to check out. Yes. Okay, not that. Okay, that's it for today. So what we're going to do next time is obviously check this one out and then head back down here. And then probably they want a 55 adamantium, right? And then probably go back here and we have to avoid that ship that was just too strong. And I think from there we get to there. One crew again incapacitated by a mysterious illness. That sucks. Broken drive you brought us, it's definitely not something Starcom is anywhere near developing, but it uses a number of techniques that I've seen used in the fleet. Regardless of its provenance, this opens up a new area of propulsion research for us. Okay. I probably actually should have done accelerated repair as well. But anyway, so this stuff here is new, is it? The fuck is a warp hopper? Also construction of a warp hopper drive, allowing our ship to move short distances nearly instantaneously. I still haven't found the bot thing, but anyway. Cool. That is it for today. Save game. Yes. I like it very much. It is very cool. Otherwise, I wouldn't have played so long. Yeah.